So this right here are pretty exact 6,000 euros. It's a ton of cash. It's a ton of cash. That's exactly the amount of money I spent on promoting my music. And this video is all about what happened. Did it help? Was it a big waste? You'll find out right now.
So would you follow me to go and fight the war, don't you see?
Just as a disclaimer, I'm buying a car, that's why I have so much cash laying around. I usually never ever have this much cash. As you know, musicians are always poor and never have any kind of money, and that's a fact, unfortunately. Except for that 1% that really makes it, they have a lot. Like, there is a huge gap between the normal musician and the superstar musicians. I spent that amount of money on my music this year. We're now like over the halfway point of 2021, a very tough year for musicians, no gigs, COVID, very annoying. And the money was spent by me and the labels that I'm working with together. We released, I think, 4 or 5 songs. And all of that money, to be honest, is basically more or less gone. I recouped some of it, but promoting music is very, very tough and very inefficient. The market is heavily skewed and there are a lot of reasons for it. So first of all, if you have money available to promote your music, you should definitely do so, but don't expect to make that money back directly. Let's say you have a song, you put 1,000 euros towards promoting it on Facebook. There is no way you'll ever make 1,000 back again. Just doesn't work that way. On top of that, you have like the money you spent on making the song, your time. Maybe you have a singer-songwriter involved that gets money, maybe a cover design artist that makes the cover, maybe a distributor you have to pay to get the song out on all stores. It just doesn't add up. Especially in the last 2-3 years where everyone figured out that the best way to promote music is using private Spotify playlists. So you pay someone, let's say $100 to put your song on their playlist. And then it gets plays because that playlist has followers. In most cases, or almost in all cases, you won't make with that song the 100 back you spent on getting it in there. Most private playlist people will delete your song after a week or 2 or maybe 3 to make more cash off of you, and if you don't pay, your song's just gone. This can help and trigger the algorithm. Like, let's say your song makes quite a few plays due to that playlist, you might get even more plays due to people being selected to listen to it due to the algorithm. But it can also happen that since you get an initial amount of plays, then the private Spotify playlist deletes your song, it dips, and the algorithm thinks your song isn't cool anymore, and it gets buried within Spotify. So paying for your music can actually even make it worse. Also, Instagram advertisement, it doesn't work, don't do it. It's a bad product to be advertised. If you advertise one of your songs and someone clicks on that song and streams it, you're making like half a cent, not even half a cent. If you're selling any other product, let's say sunglasses or whatever, they cost like 20, 30, 40 bucks and you make a profit of 20 per sold item, then it's worth it to spend hundreds and hundreds and like get money back through people actually buying it. With music, it doesn't make any sense because it's like a way too cheap kind of product that doesn't make you any profit. When you invest money into your music, you should always think about you yourself as a brand. Don't advertise that song. Advertise yourself through that song. Hey, that's my sound. I'm a cool guy. I make this kind of music. Listen to that song. But more importantly, know that I exist and listen to all of my songs and maybe buy my merch or maybe follow me on Instagram so I get more people following me there. And then you could make money again by being actually an influencer. So the money revenue streams for musicians are very, very indirect. You make music and lose money on making it and promoting it. That's a fact for every musician out there, except for the 1% that are superstars and were lucky and made it. If you do that constantly over years and spend money and time, you'll maybe build up a fan base. And that is the only thing that will kind of generate you money back again. Your fan base, your following is your currency. So at the end, you're not making music to make money, you're making music to build up a fan base, build up a brand, and with that brand actually being an influencer, selling merch, selling tickets to concerts, playing gigs, and this way make your money. It's very indirect. I personally hate it, but that's just the way it is. I love making music, so I have to play this game. I have to play by these rules. There is no way around it except for maybe becoming a ghost producer and producing for other people and just get paid. But then it's not your artist name and you can't make the music you want. You have to make the music your customers want you to make. I did that for years. It was fun, but also very frustrating seeing other people succeed with the music that I made. And then there are also other problems. The market is very saturated. Anyone can nowadays make music. You just need a laptop and that's basically it. There are tons of loops available. You just mash them together and you get a decent song. And the rest is then just hoping for it to kind of go viral. That's nowadays the way to go. But even trying to force that with like paying and promoting is nearly impossible. If you spend a ton of cash on TikTok influencers to promote your song, trust me, it's not going to work. It's the same as every business you start. You have to invest initially, really a lot of money. I'd say if a new artist really wants to break through and he has endless money available, some really rich kids that have rich parents do that. The market is actually full with these kind of people. No skill, but a ton of money. And they actually succeed. I'd say having money and a lot of it is more important than being good at making music. I'd say being good in social media and promoting is more important than being good at making music. Actually, making good music is the least important skill, which is kind of sad, but it's just how it works. So if you're a musician, if you're making music and you want to succeed and you want to make this full time for a living, then please think about these other skills that are part of it. Make good music. That's fine, that's good. Make good promotional efforts, build up the fan base, invest your money, and then do this for years and years and years, and hopefully one day it will start slowly, steady to kind of work. I hope this kind of insight like showed you how it's working nowadays. I know it's a little frustrating. Of course, there are still some people that just make a song, upload it to SoundCloud, and it's a big hit. But let's be honest, that's like 1 to 10 persons per year. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. I will now stick to promoting the next song. I also try something that is for free, and that is like contacting all of the people I know. Like I know a lot of people in the scene, a lot of DJs, a lot of producers. So I'm sending them my song today and hope for some feedback, hope for some support. Some bigger artists might help you. For example, my song now is being released on the label of Lost Frequencies. He's helping me to promote it. He's using his channels and audience and his fan base to help increase my fan base, which is really nice of him. That's also a way to do it, to find someone that supports you. This could be another artist. This could be a manager, but be careful with the managers. Sometimes they talk more than they actually do. And yeah, those are the ways to try and break through as an artist. It's tough, it's very unlikely, but it's possible.